wicked images, and some of these images that the Hollywood writers and stuff get, some of them, I mean, in the days of hallucinogens, when LSD was just basically like popping an aspirin, and then obviously all the different drugs, the psychotropic drugs and everything, or the trances people would put themselves in, or astral projection. I am not in favor of any of those, but I'm just saying the people that came up with the imagery, I believe, were given literal visions while out of their body, many of them, and they saw the stuff that's really out there. And that's why the people that have gone to hell and seen hell and the Lord has brought back have such horrific images that they've seen. It just defies the imagination. And I remember I believe it was Dmitri Dunaman that was told by the angel Lord and other men of God and prophets who have been told that the mind of man cannot even embrace the level of wickedness and the level of mental trauma that's going to come upon the earth. And if it's basically as bad as it's getting right now with food stamps and iPads and the potential for those being shut down, then it's pretty amazing. So I think the fact is that tonight we're going to talk about the Book of Giants. I'm going to read that after after giving you some time to reciprocate. By the way, I'm not trying to dominate, so you just interrupt anytime you want. It's just that I just told my wife before I went on the show, I said I got an easy task. I can get 6,000 years of history and then the dateless past all in 3 hours. In the monologue format too, because you know what, Steve, you've got a great cadence going. I mean, and you've got so much knowledge. Joe and I don't want to interrupt, so you take it. You've got the floor. But one thing that I just want to say while I have the opportunity here is this: I would just wish everyone would pay attention and open your mind up, because what I thought was really, like I said before, what I thought was just fiction and just fancy, just things that were just so far out. They're not, and you've got to understand that this is real. And when you do understand, and by the way, by understanding it's real, there's also the point that you get to the point where you understand that everything we've been told is a lie, or the majority of what we've been told by the people who are teaching us things, history, it's a lie. And that's a pretty big and bitter pill to swallow. So, with that, just go ahead, Steve. You've got the floor, my friend. Well, I want everyone to go and look at my website, Genesis6Giants.com, and go to the ancient text, because I want people to understand where this all comes from. Now, this is called the Book of Giants. By the way, it's out of the Dead Sea Scrolls, okay? Most people don't recognize it. The other thing I want to share, too, Doug, is Jesus said, "Lo, I come in the volume of the books, it is written of me." That's not just the law and the prophets, because Paul was trained under Gamaliel, okay? And he was he was one of the smartest guys around. In other words, it would be like saying that, you were the, if you will, key student of the most brilliant man in the world at that time. So he was well-versed in the Book of Enoch. He was well-versed